Welcome back to Tell Like It Is. It's your host, Ro Clark. And before I get started on this segment, I just want to say thank you to everyone that's been supporting me on social media, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, um, on all platforms, YouTube. I really appreciate it. Thanks to everyone who's been subscribing and everything. I see all of that, and I hope everyone's been being safe and everyone, family, friends as well during this pandemic, because it's been a crazy year. So thanks to everyone, and just continue to be safe out there, and just do our part so we get rid of this and get back to normal life. With that being said, welcome to Like It Is. I know you guys haven't really heard from me in a while, but shout out to my colleague Philly for doing the Chill Bull podcast. He's been doing that and giving you guys info, and it's been great work. It's been great work through this whole time. It's a great colleague to have. I appreciate that. And shout out to Rockout Sports, rockoutsd.com. Check them out. You guys in the area, AAU, you want some private training, check out Philly's a great trainer down here in the Triad area. If you're in the tri-state area, check out bakerhoops.com, www.bakerhoops.com, and all the info you need to know is on that website. They're both great programs and been around for quite some time now, and they're both successful programs, organizations. So last night, the Lakers and Miami Heat had a game 6. The Lakers closed the deal out. That first half was crazy. And to be honest with you though, before I touch on that, I had Miami written out 4-0. I said bring the brooms out before game 1 even tipped off. Reason being, LeBron's running the East, and I feel like, he came to the West, and we didn't have the Warriors and stuff like that, but he took out the Clippers, he took out the Blazers, took out the Nuggets, took out some heavy hitters in the West. So I really, I figured whoever was going to be in the East, and I really wanted to see the Celtics. I thought the Celtics would get it, but things happen how they happen. They lost to the Heat, but I feel like that would have been a great matchup. But Miami fought hard, man. I just feel like game 5 and 4, despite some of the calls, referee missing calls and stuff like that, that energy, Lakers didn't have that energy. Or LeBron would bring it, and then AD would be in foul trouble, or AD, a tweak angle, or AD would go off, and LeBron is not really there. So, you get tired. It happens, especially just having one day off, But back to the game, that first half, if I expected the Lakers to play like that in the first game too, game 1, game 2, despite Miami coming out strong in the first quarter, but my Lakers, they fought back after going down 16 that first quarter. They came back and they won. They won that first quarter and won every quarter after that. But what I'm saying is, when LA play high, they play like just that high motor basketball, off the run and gun type stuff, they're hard to stop in transition. LeBron is hard to stop in transition by itself. AD is long, so I kind of was expecting that day in, day out. But I understand, not every game is going to go the same. Not every player is going to perform the same. Injuries happen, calls, a lot of stuff can change the game. So with that being said, yes, I have Miami getting sweep. This team, come on, man. I had them getting sweep. So I had a lot of people agreeing with that. Some people didn't. Some people had Lakers in 5, Lakers in 6. So anyway, Lakers won 106-93. LeBron James lands Los Angeles their 17th franchise NBA championship, tying Boston Celtics with the most NBA championships in team history. Celtics had 17, and now the Lakers have 17. And maybe they plan on adding more and more to that next season, the years to come before LeBron's retire. And with that being said, though, man, before I touch on LeBron and get into his greatness and just what he displayed all postseason, averaging a triple-double, it's just crazy. Like, shout out to the real Lakers fans. Shout out to the real Lakers fans that stuck around after 09, 010 NBA Finals, and you guys had, going through the coaching firings and hirings and all this stuff and trades and different rosters. They're trying to find the right players and the right pieces around Kobe Bryant, and it just wasn't working out. And because you guys been through some stuff, and I understand it because I root for the Sixers, so I understand like going through that rebuild or going through that season where your team is struggling, and it's tough. But I said this morning too. I said LeBron He saved he saved y'all franchise. He saved y'all franchise. It was to a point after '09, '10. I think like you guys won the finals at 2010. Then that 2010 2011 season, you guys lost in the Western Conference Finals, and that was Phil Jackson last year. Then after that, like 41 win seasons and stuff like that. And then you guys hired Tony, but that one year you guys were going to like Bickerstaff for 5 games. He went 4-1. Then you guys hired Brown, or other way around. And then a lot of stuff you guys were going through. And then it was to a point where the little brother, the Clippers, started getting good. They started winning games. They were going incline. You guys were declining. So, this is what I said. LeBron James came and he saved the franchise, but also there was a lot of guys that was out there talking all this crap. Still, LeBron, when he got the chip in Cleveland, then he got in Miami before Cleveland. You guys still, it was Lakers fans saying, "Oh, Bron's garbage, Bron this, Bron that." But now it's like you guys bought you a chip, and it's a whole different type of ball game. I feel like, and I think a lot of people will agree with this guy, with this man numbers. And there's no need for me to sit here and read all these numbers. You could look at his accolades and what we see from him being, coming out of high school with all this attention, the media, and his pressure, and to now, from being a 17-year-old kid to his 17th year in the NBA. And it's like people still find negative things to say about somebody like him. And he's never ever been in trouble off the court. He's a role model, and if anything, I feel like a lot of men and a lot of young men and kids should look up, or will want to look up to him, somebody like him. But I feel like a lot of people they're not giving him his roses now while he's alive. So like this is what we're watching, and even for someone to be 35, 36 in their 17th year, where a lot of the greats didn't even. Nobody has ever done this in their 17th year. For him to be still going out, putting up crazy numbers, stuff in the stat sheet, and then just getting guys like role players, hey, come play with us. And then the fact that he gets some of these guys and these role players on his team, and they don't even really play. It's just like, hey, come play with me. Let me get you a ring. Like it's crazy, and it amazes me, how he controlled his own legacy. On top of that, he's a smart businessman, and just everything he do is it's like chess. So like I really like, it's been once he walks away from the game, it's just gonna be like, wow. I feel like the critics and everyone else still they'll be on hush, but he's the only player to win an NBA Finals, to win 3 championships. To win a championship with 3 different franchises, and 3 NBA Finals with 3 different NBA Finals MVPs with 3 different franchises. I just feel like that's major. And like I said, this year 17, man, it's crazy. And I know a lot of like older guys in their late 30s, and even now when you get to your mid 20s, your body, them aches, they're different from when you're 16, 15, 13. Like they're different aches. Your body don't recover as fast. So for him to still be doing this, and it's at a top level, superstar level still. Like it's amazing. It's really amazing. And everyone bring the conversation. He's not 6 for 6. Blah blah blah. I don't got 6 rings. It's fine. Bill got more rings. Kareem numbers are better than Jordan's. I just feel like what I know is what we see right now. It's just we never seen anything like this. We've never seen a player of his caliber. And for the fact that people will say, oh, he don't have heart, he don't have that Kobe mentality, that Jordan mentality, that Kobe heart, whatever situation may be, he's number 1 in scoring. So I just feel like we really just need to respect him, and once again, just congrats to the Lakers, man, because it was looking rough. And yeah, I was wrong. I'm not afraid to admit that, but. Congrats to LeBron James getting his fourth ring. Next season is gonna be something to look forward to. You got Kyrie coming back. You got KD coming back, and him joining forces with Kyrie. They're gonna be out East. It's it's gonna be pretty good, man. Just see how that Brooklyn team's gonna turn out, and then also like, will the Lakers add another superstar, or will the Lakers add another All-Star to this roster? Because hey, LeBron's another year older, and you just never know. You just never know when his body's gonna shut down. Because what I do know is Father Time is undefeated. So once your body shuts down and you start to lose your agility, your abilities, it's tough. But I do feel as though that they need to bring in another all-star, superstar, two-way player for next season in order for them to go back to back and repeat. And I still got them as favorites. But I'm not counting out the Warriors at all. I feel like they're gonna come back strong. They got #2 pick. They decided to keep it. I really like for them to even draft that kid from Georgia. He got a high motor, or like for them to draft LaMelo Ball. And that, just because he'll add more ammo with Steph and Klay, and just that system is just everyone just running around, opening up shots and stuff like that. It's been a crazy year, man. I just want everyone to be safe. Continue to be safe. Like I said, thanks for showing love, man. Make sure you subscribe. Tell Like It Is PC on YouTube. Tell Like It Is P Twitter. Tell Like It Is PC, Instagram, Facebook. You guys be blessed. Peace.